Hello, I'm Ryan. Today I'm sharing 3 of my favorite snacks that help me stay on track with my nutrition, being a full-time working mom. Timestamps are below, so feel free to jump around. The first recipe that I have for you is a smoothie. I love smoothies because they're quick and easy to grab and can take them on the go. For this recipe, obviously, you're gonna need a blender. And you wanna take a milk of your choice. I personally like the almond milk, unsweetened, either the vanilla or the plain. And then I do about a half a cup to a cup of milk. And then next, what I do is I take frozen fruit. It's more of a tropical smoothie. We have a ton of snow. It's so cold out. So I love this tropical smoothie, even during the winter, because it makes me feel like I am on an island somewhere. So what I use is frozen mango and frozen pineapple for this one. So I actually combine the two in this bag already. I add a cup of fruit. So I do a half a cup of frozen mango and then a half a cup of frozen pineapple. Now the next ingredient, hear me out. So I add spinach to this shake. Give it a try. You honestly won't notice that it's in there. I don't even taste it. And it adds this beautiful green color to the smoothie. If you really aren't open to adding a vegetable to a smoothie, you can skip it. Today, I'm gonna use the fresh spinach, but if you don't have any fresh on hand, I have used frozen spinach before. I also do some protein powder, of course. So I like the Truvani protein powder. For this one, I typically just do a half a scoop of protein, but you could, I mean, depending on how much protein you want, you could do a whole scoop. And then last to my smoothie, this one is really good with some macadamia nuts. I just add just a few. That's all for the smoothie. Let's go blend that up. Okay, I did have to add a little bit more almond milk because it wasn't blending all the way, but we got our smoothie here. The one thing that I will do before I pour this, you could definitely have this just as a snack, or I personally like a little bit of a crunch in my smoothies. So I take a little bit of granola. This is one of my favorites for this one. It's vanilla almond crisp, bare naked. I like this one because it's pretty low in added sugar. With granola, you have to be careful with the added sugar and then the portions too. It's really easy to overeat. So I just take a little bit of it and add it to the bottom of my glass. So about a quarter of a cup. And I put it on the bottom because I like it, so I like to save it for last. And then there we have it. So let's pour our shake. So that makes a lot actually. So this is my glass. And then I still have all of that left over. So it really does make a pretty big portion, which is so good. The next snack that we're gonna make is a yogurt bowl. I also eat this post-workout sometimes. So all you need for this snack is a yogurt. I really like the Siggy's brand because they're really high in protein. This has 16 grams of protein, and they're also pretty low in added sugar. For this vanilla flavor, it only has 5 grams of added sugar, which is pretty good for yogurt. So when you're buying yogurts, making sure that you're looking at your protein content, you want that to be higher. You want your added sugar to be as low as possible. I just start by adding the yogurt in. And next, what I like to do is add about a quarter cup of muesli. I really like adding this because it adds some whole grains and some extra fiber to my snack to help keep me fuller for longer. I like this one because it doesn't have any added sugar. And then you just want to mix that in. As it sits there for a little bit, your oats will start to soften up. And then last, what I do is just add some blueberries on top. Blueberries are my favorite, so you really could pick any fruit that you want. And I get the frozen bag because this is way less expensive than getting fresh. So I typically do about a half a cup of fruit on top, but you really could add however much fruit you want, depending on how much your body needs or how hungry you are. There you have it. There's the yogurt bowl. If you don't like frozen fruit, you could actually just like pop this back in the fridge and the fruit starts to thaw out a little bit and get softer. It's really good that way if you have time. Otherwise, you can eat it just like this. Again, the last snack idea that I have for you in this video is actually the simplest one of all. All you need is an apple, some peanut butter if you'd like, and some PB2. So you just want to start by cutting up your apple, making some apple slices. And then of course with your apples, you can put some peanut butter with that. Peanut butter has lots of healthy fats, fiber, and some protein to help keep you fuller for longer. I love peanut butter though. Oh my gosh. I could eat way more than one serving of peanut butter. So when I'm dipping my apples in peanut butter, the peanut butter doesn't go very far. So I also love PB2. If you've not heard of PB2, it is amazing. It's like a pressed peanut. So they press a lot of the oil out so you can eat more of it. So I also like to mix up a serving of PB2 to eat with my apples. So that way I get more protein and I get more peanut butter to enjoy with my apple. So it's super easy. All you do is you do 2 tablespoons of PB2. I put it in a little glass container and then you add water. I think it's 1 tablespoon of water, but I just add until it's at the thickness that I want it. So there we have my PB2, my peanut butter that I added in. in. And then my apple. So you just dip it in and eat that as a little snack. So there are my 3 snack ideas. I hope you and your family love these ideas. I think that's gonna be all for this video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.